Oh yeah, it's the weekend, and you know what that means. It's time for Pixels and Bits on the Overshield.com with your hosts, Corey, Manny, and Tommy. And now, broadcasting from planet Earth, it's time for Pixels and Bits. Welcome to Pixels and Bits on the Overshield.com. My name is Corey. Hi. Welcome to episode 70 of Pixels and Bits of the Overshield on the Overshield.com. Whoops. It's been so long since we've done one of these. When was the last time we did one, Manny? It's been about a month and a half.
Something like that.
Anyways, I am joined by my co-hosts as always, Manny and Andrew. Say hi, guys.
What's up, guys?
What's up, everybody?
Tommy is not here because he is out working the streets hustling them hoes. Now... right now, me and Manny are actually broadcasting from the Screw Attack Gaming Convention. We are tired. We have been up since like 4 a.m. and damn.
Yep.
we drove here. God damn it.
Yeah. But hey, check it out. We were able to cut down our time from 12 hours last year to 8 hours this year.
All because we didn't go to Kansas City this time.
Yeah.
Somebody had to get their barbecue fixed last year. Alright, so I think we're just going to jump right into it. News desk, hit the music! What the hell?
Yeah.
It's been so long, I don't know how to... My music doesn't work anymore. I tried to go brr with you and it just went...
work anymore.
Yeah, I tried to go brr with you and it just came out like brr.
That reminds you of like when they fart and comment. It's like brr.
Anyways, not a whole ton of news this week. A new game was revealed from Gearbox, which I was like, oh, please be another like Brothers in Arms or something different. It's like, oh yes, we're coming up with a new original IP. It's a first-person shooter called Battleborn. I'm like, all right. They're like, it's a first-person shooter. Multiplayer online battle arena.
Woohoo!
You heard that right. They're making an FPS MOBA.
MOBA.
So I know Andrew is excited about that.
Oh, yeah, man.
I couldn't give a shit because I don't like MOBAs.
I saw the trailer. It looked pretty badass, Corey.
I don't really care for MOBAs, to be honest.
Hey, there's always going to be that one that people like. You know, everyone who plays Dota doesn't like LoL. People who play LoL doesn't like Han. There's all these different ones. Like, people who don't...
And there's the people who play Heroes of New Earth, and they're the weird black sheep.
Well, that's what I said, Han. Like, but the one that came out that Blizzard's coming out with, I can't remember what it's called right now. Like, a lot of people who don't play MOBAs like that one.
Oh, yeah.
Heroes of the Storm, I think? Like, because it has, like, Diablo...
Yeah, because it was originally called, like, Blizzard Dota, and then Valve got really pissed.
Well,
or something like that.
Yeah, what a great name. Just Blizzard Dota. That would have been great. I would market the shit out of that. It's like Dota, but Blizzard. Bam! Here's all my money.
Yeah, no, honestly, I mean, like, the art style looks cool, but I have no interest in it. No specific release date has been given. It's going to be on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. So if you haven't bought a new console, you cannot play this game. Or you need to beef up your computer, which will cost as much as a new console. So either way, you're screwed. Right now, Gearbox, their only other project I can think of off the top of my head is Borderlands, the pre-sequel. Which I might buy that just for the fact I think Handsome Jack is the best villain ever.
Is Gearbox directly working with Telltale for the Tales of Borderlands game?
I don't know. I really don't know. I haven't heard much about that game since its reveal.
I do know some. I do know that in that game there's going to be loot that you can use in the Borderlands, the pre-sequel, I believe. Like guns and different things like that. And there's also going to be two different storylines, one from one perspective and one from another perspective.
So it kind of ties in, the game I'm thinking off the top of my head that ties in like that really well is how like if you play like various Valve games or Steam games, you unlock shit for Team Fortress 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that, I mean, it's not new idea, but hey, I mean, like nobody else besides Valve does it.
It's new.
So.
It's new for Telltale. I mean, they pretty much. When's the last time they made anything that wasn't either poker or something that like along the lines of The Walking Dead?
Yeah. Though The Wolf Among Us was pretty good.
Oh my goodness! I just played the 5th episode. Like,
really?
yes. I'm still cleaning up the mess my shorts made when I finished it.
Gross. Anyways, next story. Let's talk about our favorite muscle-bound game developer, Cliffy B. He retired about, I think it was about a year and a half ago, or something like that. Basically, everybody just assumes it's like, okay, he's gonna take a break or whatever and come back to games. Well, guess what? He's coming back to games, and he says he's come out of retirement, but he said not to call it a comeback. Whatever that means. Later, as soon as that he announced he was coming out of retirement, he had a countdown clock, which reached 0. Well, sort of. It reached 0, and it didn't really reveal anything. It just revealed that he's working on a new game called Project Blue Streak with his new studio, Boss Key Productions.
Woohoo!
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. I'll give Cliffy B a shot because he did come up with Gears of War, which I do like, and he was also a director behind the Unreal series, and I really like that. All we really know is that it is an arena battle shooter or whatever. So it's a military-based arena shooter. So maybe he's making like a spiritual successor to Unreal.
Aren't they? Oh yeah, you know what? I heard about that. I remember Total Biscuit was saying about that. There hasn't been like an arena shooter like that in quite some time, no?
Nobody does it, and it kind of makes me sad because I love really fast-paced shooters like Quake and Unreal.
As unbalanced as they are, they seem so much more balanced than stuff like COD these days.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. It's like they take no skill but all of the skill at the same time. I don't know. Anyway.
Anyways, I personally, it's like I'll keep an eye out and see what Project Blue Streak really is. And if it's something interesting, then you know what? You got me hooked already because the fact that he's making a new arena shooter has piqued my interest. Now, I want to switch topics and let's talk about horror games, specifically Alien Isolation. Man, I really want to play it because I'm a big fan of Alien, but I also don't want to play it because I hate horror games. Like, I am such a fucking wuss when it comes to horror games.
I want to play it just so I can get, some redemption from Aliens Colonial Marines. You know?
Well, that and you want to use it to scare your sisters. Now,
they probably wouldn't even touch it with a 10-foot pole.
No, they just look at the box art and be like, nope.
Nope.
Go back to watching their panty and stocking or whatever. Now, earlier this week, Sega revealed a pre-order bonus, and it's like, okay, that's nothing new. But this is a pretty cool pre-order bonus. It's a DLC mission called Crew Expendable, and it features the original Alien film cast with like new voiceovers and dialogue and everything. So basically, it will be Alien the game.
Bam.
Bam. Boom. And if you just spooged in your pants a little from this fangasmic announcement, I don't blame you.
I'm all out of spooge.
Because Wolf Among Us took it all?
Yeah.
I mean, the follow-up mission is called, there's a follow-up mission called Last Survivor, and it'll be available as a secondary bonus to North American customers who pre-order their copy at GameStop. Pretty much, it's kind of it plays a lot out like the movie. So basically, yeah, you are playing Alien the game. And I've already heard people say, it's like, oh my god, day one DLC already. It's like, yeah, it's day one DLC. Yes, it's pre-order DLC. That sucks. But this is the really good kind of DLC. This isn't like the horse armor bullshit we had to deal with like in Oblivion or whatever.
Or the way that Tropico handles its DLC.
Oh my god. Or the way that The Sims handles its DLC.
Yep, there's good DLC, there's bad DLC, and then there's The Sims.
Which is the all-new little. Alien Isolation comes out on October 7th, just to give you an idea of how long you're given to go pre-order it. So, if you're a fan of horror games and you like Alien whatsoever, from what I've seen from like videos and just people's people talking about it, this seems like the perfect Alien game. So, I might buy it and then cower behind the covers while I play it. So yeah. Now, let's switch gears to something a bit more happy. Let's talk about Pokemon.
Do let's.
Manny, I know you love some Pokemon.
I do like some Pokemon.
I mean, you got your Pokédex that you break out to get the girls.
Oh yeah, works every time.
So, did anybody here play Ruby and Sapphire?
I did before this Black and White. It was the only generation I've played, or I should say that I played in a long time.
I didn't, because I literally quit Pokemon because like as a kid, when I was hitting like 12, 13, I was like, Pokemon's not cool anymore. Or whatever. It's like Yu-Gi-Oh's cool or something stupid like that. Mm-hmm. And basically, yeah, I went Gen 1, Gen 2, and then I went all the way to Gen 5.
Yeah.
So I skipped Gens 3 and 4. But in Pokemon Omega, Ruby, and Alpha Sapphire, they revealed a little pleasant surprise to a beloved feature that's coming back to the 3DS remakes. According to a Pokemon Company press release, players will be able to create their very own secret bases deep underground, and their fellow trainers will be able to pop in to say hi or even challenge them in battle. The secret base can become a trainer's new home away from home, since it can be decorated and furnished, or they can even turn it into their own personal Pokemon gym.
Sounds like Animal Crossing meets Pokemon.
Exactly. I'm cool with that. I'm really cool with that. But there have been some improvements made compared to the original. Since it's all done through Street Pass now, but they haven't exactly divulged what that is. It's just like, hey, there's been improvements, and like, okay, what's the improvements? Well, we really can't tell you. All right. Stupid. All right, but okay. But I don't know. Manny, since you bought Pokemon Y and I bought Pokemon X, would you buy Pokemon Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire?
Oh, certainly, man.
I mean, like, I want to, but like, I've had so many Poke fanatics tell me that Gen 3 was the absolute worst.
Well, it's the one that I didn't play, so I'm kind of tempted to get it just for that reason.
I'm kind of the same way.
Yeah.
I really like it. It's like I said, it's the last one that I played, and I think it's a really good game.
Yeah,
the gyms are good.
It's the Hoenn region, right?
That I'm not sure.
No,
I just know
Hoenn region is the second generation. I
No,
believe.
the second generation was Johto.
Oh, that's right.
Johto, and I think it was Hoenn.
Okay.
I just know I'm getting Ruby Red. If I go that route.
Of course you're gonna get Ruby Red.
I always go for the red.
Yeah, then you lose to my Blastoise every fucking time. Now, Manny, I know you're a huge fan of the PlayStation Vita. You flaunt it in my face every time I see you and say it's the greatest thing in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Besides the fact that it doesn't have clickable sticks and that the touchpad's way too big on the back.
Well, that's a matter of opinion, but anyways.
Well, you got smaller hands. Now, lately, if you've been wanting to buy a Vita, it's been hard to find one. There's been a bit of a scarcity here in North America. Like, even if you go to GameStop, you can't really buy one. And, well, one that's not refurbished, you can't buy a new Vita. And a lot of people are like writing articles saying it's like Sony's discontinued the Vita, it's the doom and gloom, which is like, guys, chill the fuck out. Sony is not discontinuing it. Why would they do that months after they just released the brand new model? That makes no goddamn sense.
Yeah, no.
So apparently, what's happening is that they're selling well.
Yeah, they are.
Apparently, like, this is why there's no more Vitas. They've sold out. It's not that they're gone, or the Vita's doomed. It's selling. So, good news for Vita.
Most definitely.
All I say is don't buy the Borderlands 2 bundle, because that port sucks ass. Now, let's talk about Assassin's Creed. The game that has way too many people on staff to finish, a la Assassin's Creed 4. What was the staff on that? 1,000 people?
Jeez, I don't know.
It was like 1,000. I think it was around 1,000 people for... I mean, for a game that even has a lot... I don't know, like, I was playing that game, and there was a lot of, like, hit detection issues or whatever, like, weird animation collision glitches or whatever. And I'd be like, this doesn't look like a game that was made by 1,000 people.
Yeah.
But whatever. Now, Ubisoft Montreal has been the one making the Assassin's Creed franchise up until now. Like I said, up until now. Because they're moving it over to Ubisoft Quebec. Yes, the Frenchies are getting it. This means that when you start up Assassin's Creed 5, the default language will be French.
Woohoo!
Yeah, not really. Basically, like I said, Ubisoft Quebec is set to take over, and Ubisoft is funding an extra $28 million into Ubisoft Quebec. They're planning to hire over 400 staffers by 2017. That's quite a lot. Not as much as Assassin's Creed 4, but that's still a lot of people to have on staff to make a video game. Now, Ubisoft Quebec, well, they don't have quite the same resume as Montreal, but they have shown that they are familiar with the Assassin's Creed series because they have helped in the development of Brotherhood and Revelations and 3, and so pretty much anything past Assassin's Creed 2, essentially.
Brotherhood's my fave.
They've also worked on Prince of Persia, The Forgotten Sands, and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Vegas.
Oh yeah, Rainbow Six.
And the Black Eyed Peas experience.
You're like, I know you lost your pants in the Rainbow Six Siege trailer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which, for those wondering if we're going to talk about E3, it's just like, we could, but everybody's already talked about it, so there's no point in talking about it.
No point in beating that dead horse.
Because we're already excited enough already, or pissed enough already. Actually, no, hold on. I'm going to make one little quirk. Fuck EA for showing me Star Wars Battlefront, people from Mass Effect and Star Wars Battlefront, and showing a bunch of people like, we're so excited to make the new next generation of Star Wars, next generation of Mass Effect. It's like, we're doing things that are only possible on next gen. Want to see more? Wait till later. And it's just like, if you're not going to show me anything from the game, don't show me anything at all. That's like, and I've used this analogy before, man. You started. That's like my mother bringing out the turkey on Thanksgiving night, and as soon as she brings it out and we see it, we're like, "Oh, that looks great." And she says, "Oh, wait, it's not ready yet, but you can have it in next year's Thanksgiving." So EA, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. There is such a thing as showing a game too early. Now, speaking of stupid decisions, let's talk about probably the dumbest lawsuit I have seen in gaming for a long time. And if you have been living under a social media rock, I'm of course referring to Lindsay Lohan suing Rockstar. I mean, wow. She's suing because she says the girl on the cover, or whatever, that bikini model that's on one of the discs, looks like her. And then that there's a mission where there's this girl called what's her name? It's like Jonas or something like that, where it's like you have to drive her away from the paparazzi and stuff like that, and she's like party animal and stuff like that. Basically saying, oh, well, that's modeled after Lindsay Lohan as well. And God, I'm sorry, but in a quote from the press release, the suit says Lohan's image, voice, and styles from her clothing lines are depicted. It says the game features the West Hollywood Chateau Marmont Hotel where Lohan once lived. This is not a legitimate case, because here's the thing: if she could win if this was legitimate, then Matt Stone and Trey Parker would have been sued a bajillion times for everything they've done in South Park, or everything they've done with Team, and pretty much anything they've ever done. They probably would be in jail for the Book of Mormon then. But
check out the photo I sent you guys.
Here's what all this says. Lindsay
what's
Lohan
this?
is broke, and she's going after that $2 billion pie that Grand Theft Auto 5 generated. So,
let's take a look at this pic that Andrew sent us.
Andrew sent us a pic?
Yeah.
What pic?
It's of Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah. No. Not at all. Because one, you can clearly tell has been doing cocaine.
That picture was from 2007 of Lindsay.
And like Rockstar's even come out saying, it's just like, no, the girl that is actually in this image was a model that we hired. It's just like, fucking really? Basically said, this all it says to me is that she's out of money and she's looking for more crack money. That's all. So this is Hollywood. This is what happens when you don't give actors work. They sue video game companies.
Right.
Anyways, that is the end of the Overshield News Desk, and it's time to move into the middle segment. Manny, would you like to take over for the middle segment?
Sure, why not? Real quick, we were thinking of, well, since we're already here at SGC, why don't we go ahead and talk about what we've seen, what we felt, what we've experienced?
So far, the convention hasn't started yet, though. There literally is an entire floor filled with arcade machines, that are all working right now. So, and that floor is open 24/7, which is really freaking nice for a convention. I've never been to a convention other than this one that is actually open the entire weekend. So I'm really excited, though. I mean, Manny, what's the thing you're looking forward to? Is it the guests? Is it the energy? Is it the people? I mean,
I'd say it's definitely...
Or is it spending your entire wallet at the vendor booths?
Definitely not my wallet at the vendor booths this time round. I think Anime Midwest pretty much just claimed that last weekend. But, no, I'd say definitely the guests. And definitely the panels themselves. I'm really looking forward to interviewing the indie developers myself, too, so...
I'm really looking forward to Mr. Inafune's panel, and also on Angry Joe, and Pro Jared. And this is a goal of mine. I want to have a drink with John Jafari. That is like one of my ultimate goals for SGC. I want to get drunk with JonTron. I'm a good role model. Now, it's. I think the thing I'm looking forward to most is like the not the fans. I'm sorry, the community and everything, because there's just such a close bond between everybody. There's nobody judging you. Like, I'll go to an anime convention, you'll see people in cosplay or whatever, but then you'll see the people that rip on other people's cosplay or whatever, or they'll rip on a person or whatever. Here, you don't really see that. You just kind of feel this happy energy emanating from everybody, because everybody's excited because it's a week of games and awesome shit. Which, for those who, I forgot what I was gonna say. Brain fart. Damn it, Manny, take over.
SGC 2014.
Hashtag.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
Oh, we had some awesome Mexican food for dinner.
That's not part of SGC.
That's part of our experience, Corey. Shut
Part
up.
of our experience, yes.
Shut up.
All I've already hung out with Craig for a little bit. I hung out with some of the guys who run Hard News. I've come across Jared already. Really not a whole lot of the other guests. I know you saw... Who was it that you saw, Manny, earlier?
Takahata from Team 4-Star.
Yeah.
And Ben, of course.
Yeah. I'm just freaking excited. Like, you guys, if you've never ever been to a convention, you probably wouldn't understand the excitement behind it all. But if you've never been to SGC, then it is even harder to understand, because my hardest thing with being a gamer is that I can't be open about it, because it is still like kind of a socially niche thing. It's kind of one of those things where gamers are still kind of seen as weirdos, sadly. So to me, this is like the one weekend a year that I can just be 100% who I am as a gamer and not worry about any feedback or any negativity or any consequence, really. Well, not entirely free of consequence unless I do something stupid, but... So, Manny, please no cake parties with strippers this time. Now, Andrew, we tried to get you out here, and I'm sorry that you couldn't make it this year.
No worries about it. You two will have so much fun, you'll forget about me.
I don't know about that.
Who's this Andrew guy again?
Right? You'll be hanging out with Dapper Carey, and you'll be like, "Where's my shirt? Where's my pants?"
Sadly, Keith isn't here.
What?
Yeah, he couldn't make it.
Wow.
Did you say why?
My guess is that he was like shooting or something like that. Like he was like shooting like a new, because I know he's working on a new TV series, supposedly.
Wow.
My guess is that they gave you some false information just so you'll be just as surprised when we all are. When we see
Maybe. I know, but they have told me, and I've actually confirmed this through Facebook, Angel, the director of Awesome, will not be here. He's stuck in Korea. The military wouldn't give him time off. Sadly. Which I missed that, because he was like, he had the most energy of anybody at SGC last year.
Yeah, he's really cool.
I mean, like, and he'll just like go up to every time you see him, he'll be like, "Hey, what's up, Angel?" He's just like, he'll give you a fucking hug.
Yeah.
And he's just like, he's excited for everyone and everything that's there, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
And it's kind of sad that there won't be the leader of energy this time around. But I think this year's SGC is still going to be amazing. Now, will it top last year's? I don't know. Last year's was pretty fucking epic, man.
Yeah, it was.
Are either one of you going to be competing in the Iron Man of gaming?
I am.
Corey will.
Why not you, Manny?
Because I'm going to be out and about, you know,
he's a pussy.
making moves.
That's what I was thinking, Corey.
What? Because I'm busting my back doing interviews?
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, speaking of interviews, if you two don't do a super rad ray gun interview, I'm going to shank both of you.
You can try.
No,
Well, Manny, you could try shank Manny, but then he'd
Mhm.
do his karate moves.
Yeah. No, I'm too slow. I'd get shanked. I'd be like, ow.
That's it, though. Just like that. I would stab him, and he would just look at me and go, "Ow," and walk away.
Ow.
Just like that.
I'd be like, how was Anime Expo? I just came back from Anime Midwest. It was pretty awesome.
By the way, Manny, completely off topic since let's switch topics from SGC, because last weekend you were at Anime Midwest in Chicago. Please tell us the stories from that.
Oh my god.
Please.
So here's the deal, Andrew. I decided to go all out and ride the Greyhound all the way up to Chicago instead of driving there or flying there. And why? Just because I'm crazy like that, and I wanted to hole punch that ticket on my man card. So from taking the Greyhound, when I got on the bus from St. Louis to Chicago, in front of me were 12 recently released ex-cons, and then behind me, 4 seats down, was a 60-year-old pimp. So that's just the bus ride up. Then when I get off into Chicago, I'm first I'm already berated by like all the smokers at the entrance of the Greyhound who shouldn't even be there. So then I try to get past them, and this guy comes up to me and he goes, "Hey, do you want some cigarettes?" And I'm like, no, I'm good, dude. And he's like, "Oh, you probably want a square then, right?" And a square refers to a box of cigarettes. I'm like thinking, if I just told you I don't want a cigarette, why do I want a box of cigarettes? I'm like, no, I'm good, man. And then he's like, "Well, oh, I see. I got you, man." He's like, "I'll tell you what, I'll get you a good discount on some weed, like that." And I'm like, "No, dude, I'm good, man. I don't need."
He was offered every kind of drug you can think of.
And then as soon as that guy left me, this like methed out white chick comes up to me, and you could tell, man, she had blotches all over her.
No
and
teeth.
She still had her teeth, but yeah, she was not looking good. But anyway, she wanted me to donate $53 exact to what she called a good cause, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna support your meth addiction. So yeah, it was Chicago for you.
Chicago.
Wow, when I went to Chicago a few years ago, I can tell you, no one offered me a box of anything other than pizza.
Yeah. Oh, and then check this out. On the way back from what was it, Chicago to St. Louis, one of our stops, like a couple of guys from immigration, like ICE, like came on our bus, and man, these guys were fully loaded to the hilt. I mean, they had assault rifles, they had flashbangs. I mean, these guys were the real deal, and they were singling out anyone who looked Hispanic because they were looking for illegals. And guess who they decided to come across? Me. At the time, I was stuffing my face full of Subway, so when the guy asked me, "Are you going to San Jose?" and I'm thinking, why would I go to San Jose? This bus isn't even going there. So I'm like, oh, that must be like a trick to lure out the illegals. So I'm just like, I tried to say no, but my mouth was full, and he's like, "No, just take your time, son, just take your time." And then finally when I cleared up, I'm like, "No, I'm not, no." And he's like, "So, hold on, are you sure you're not going to San Jose?" And then I'm like, "No, sir, I'm not going to San Jose." And the guy's like, "Oh," he actually speaks English. So anyways, he's like, he pats me on the shoulder, and he's like, "Well, you have a good trip there, son." I'm like, oh my god. Got freaking Arnold breathing down my neck.
This sounds like a ringing endorsement for Greyhound Bus.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Well, I know how I'm getting to SGC next year.
You're gonna
Greyhound.
come next year?
Yeah, I'll Greyhound it up, man.
That's like what, like a 2-day Greyhound bus
Oh my
ride?
god.
I mean, that would suck ass.
Oh, I know. My aunt is visiting from Ohio, and she came on a Greyhound bus. And oh my goodness, her bus, it was a 3-day bus trip, and her bus broke down 8 times.
Yeah, I believe it. Fortunately, it didn't happen to me, but from what I've been told by others, that or like it'll show up 5 hours late. Look, it's like, that's great.
I don't want to break down in the middle of Texas in the middle of July.
Yeah.
No, because then you're dead.
You could have a breakdown in like Detroit, Michigan, or something.
Oh no, it could be worse. It could be East St. Louis.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I'll stick here in Cali where, stuff is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so well, hold on. Don't you live in the desert?
Yeah, but I'm like literally, I'm not that far away from places that are cooler.
Well, we kind of talked about Anime Midwest there on my half. How was Anime Expo?
I didn't go this year. This year. When I got my thing signed, it was from when I went before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't go this year. I couldn't afford it, but next year I have friends who work at Anime Expo, and they're gonna be hooking me up with a free 4-day pass for next year.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yep. Only thing I'm gonna have to pay for is to feed myself. Free hotel, free ticket, free anything else. Just gotta feed myself.
Wow, free hotel too. That's awesome, man.
Right?
That sounds like the deal you got on this trip, Manny.
Yeah.
It's pretty legit.
Anyways, I think it's time to move on to our final segment. Would you guys agree?
I'd say so.
It is time for shoutouts. Who wants to go first? Andrew?
Sure. I'll go first.
Yeah, because, we're twisting your arm here.
Yeah, you're literally, my arm is twisted.
Metaphorically speaking.
I am reaching through the computer, folks, and twisting Andrew's arm.
No, you have my arm in a death grip,
I
like...
broke time and space.
No, like, my arm is so far twisted listed like I should be on WWE or something. You're Triple H right now, just cranking my arm. Alright. Like, he's seriously gonna hit me with a metal chair in a second if I don't actually say what I'm gonna say. Alright, so my shout out goes to a game that I picked up recently on Steam and is now on sale for 75% off, called Mountain Blade with Fire and Sword.
Yeah, boy!
Manny, give me the chair.
No, I was I never played the Mountain Blade series, but during the summer sale, I saw the Mountain Blade with Fire and Sword on sale for $1.50. It's usually $10. And I'm like, you know what, let's give me a try, because it seems like every time I go on Steam, Manny's playing Mountain Blade.
Yes.
So literally, I just thought I would try it, and I'm seriously addicted. It is fun cutting up some Persians. It is fun cutting up some Swedish people with my sword. Like, it is great fun. It's on sale right now, 75% off, $2.49. Go play it. The multiplayer is fun. Single player is even better in my opinion. Definitely worth it.
For your mental health.
Plus, don't you like the guns?
I do like the guns, and I know the guns are kind of some people who play the Mountain Blade series don't like them. They are a bit strong, but you know, as long as you bob and weave, and
yeah,
you'll be fine. You'll be fine. And you know what? You may be concerned about my health, but I'm concerned about your face, Corey.
Whoa! Throwing down.
I'm more concerned about Manny's face, or especially his hair.
My hair.
Manny's growing gray hair, man. He's getting old.
I know, I am, man.
He's slowly but surely turning an old man. This is what the World Cup has done to him.
And yet, I still get carded. It's hilarious.
Yeah, we both got carded earlier.
Oh man,
that like never happens in Colombia anymore.
In about a month, August 21st, I'll be 21. Woot woot.
Ooh, cool. We gotta do something big.
I need to ship you some beer.
You're right.
God. Now, let's see. My shout out. Let's see. I'm gonna give a shout out to Sean Hines of Screw Attack because he got me the press hookup. Nice guy, Sean.
That should be his name. You know how they used to have like Pro Jared, Stuttering Craig, Nice Guy Sean.
Nice guy, Sean.
What was Jose's then?
Jose El Mexicano.
Oh yeah. Then wait, what was Destin's?
Daily Destin.
And Daily Destin. Then Craig was the tank. Nick was the hand.
No, Craig was stuttering.
Oh, stuttering Craig. Nick is nervous Nick. There's Maximus Corey. Yeah, they don't really do the nicknames anymore.
Nope, they're over that shit.
We're professional now. Which, by the way, Destin is not here, sadly. He's actually at Evo.
And that doesn't surprise me since he has his big job up there at IGN.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course.
And Manny, you're the final one.
My shout out. Well, that's an easy one. My shout out definitely has to go to my boy up in G-Town, Nathaniel Stepney. He took me. Not only did he participate with Anime Midwest with me, but he also gave me a tour of downtown Chicago on Sunday, and I had a great time.
And you didn't get mugged.
Yeah. One thing I've been envious of is when I see people on Facebook taking pictures of themselves on the Sears Tower, and I'm like, man, I wish that was me. And sure enough, he took me up there and I was able to get some selfies. So I'm so happy and proud, and I couldn't have had a better time without him. So.
Did you drop a penny off the side?
No.
Oh.
No.
I wanted to do that off the Empire State Building and see if it would crack the sidewalk.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh well. Anyways, that is Pixels and Bits, episode 70. We are old as shit. My name is Corey.
And I'm Manny.
I'm Andrew.
And I don't think we'll see you all next week. Sadly. I won't be here, obviously. But join us in 2 weeks and we will have the amazing Brian Baker from Screw Attack with us.
Woot woot!
Yes, it'll be the second coming of the Brian. Oh, wait. Andrew, when was the last time we had Brian on? It's been about, 2 years?
Let me see. I will look it up very quickly.
I think it's literally been almost 2.5 years.
I do
because
believe
he was one of our first guests.
That's what I was gonna say. He was our first guest. That was not.
Adam.
Actually, it's funny. I tried to go to oldest to newest on the page, and it didn't even come up. It's been so long.
Whoa.
It's been a while since we've had a member from Screw Attack, so I'm really, really excited.
Yep.
Anyways, we'll see you all then, folks.
Mhm.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
SG Woo.
No, it's SGC Woo.
No, SG Woo.
God damn it!